So in today's episode, we are talking about the best film that didn't win an Oscar. We asked you guys at home what you thought was the best film not to win the Academy Award. And now we've got into the studio, we've had a discussion between us, and we are going to try and work out what we think are the best films that didn't win an Oscar. So
the Oscar, it's not it's the big one, isn't it? Because
this is best film.
Best film. Which films were robbed of best film?
Is best film the last award at the Oscars?
Yeah.
So that's the biggie.
They usually go actor, then actress, then best film.
Okay.
I've met someone who didn't win an Oscar.
What? So they were nominated
and then did.
Oh.
So they've been nominated a few times. First time, really, really excited. Went to the Oscars. Buzzing.
Did he go as a small boy the first time?
No.
It's not E.T.
No. No, it's not.
Well, I just remember you saying...
Did he go with a friend from outer space?
I just remember... I remember you saying that you met Elliot from E.T.
I did meet Elliot from E.T. at an Oscar party and my head fell off because he opened the door. And the first thing that came into my head was, phone home. And he came in, I kept looking at him. No, this
Did
is...
he go... Nick Tilsley?
No, he didn't. This is someone that I met. They had an Oscar in their house, and they're really heavy. That's the first thing.
Huge as well.
And it was in the kitchen, and I went, and they went, yeah, you can pick it up. Everyone picks it up. Of course, you can pick it up. The gold was coming off.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was like it'd been well handled. It'd been like they said, yeah. I mean, it's big. It's really heavy, and they told me the story about the first time. Dead excited about winning, didn't win. Second time, okay, I've been here before.
What category can you say that?
No.
Okay.
Second time, okay, been here before, know what I'm doing. Great, let's say, didn't win. Third time.
Didn't want to go.
Third time, all right, yeah, okay, we're off. Okay, right, it was still happy. Yeah. Happy to be there.
Won.
No.
Oh.
No, didn't win. Fourth time.
First time's a charm.
Fourth time, I think 4 times sat there like, what? Okay, yeah, hi, yeah, borrowed dress, whatever. Won. And was like, no speech, nothing. Didn't expect to win. Won. Got up and won. And said it was surreal. Because actually, I didn't realise, and I thought this was very interesting. Normally, you probably only, like certain people are nominated multiple times, but very, very few. So each person who wins, that might be the only time they get nominated.
Oh God,
so you're dead excited. But if you're nominated quite a few times, you're like, oh, okay. You're not taking it as read, but it's a bit more.
You've been there.
You've been there.
Was it Leo? This is where Ben reveals that he's best mate with Leonardo.
On. Anyway, so that was
and please welcome onto the podcast Leonardo DiCaprio.
Anyway, that was my little bit of
yeah.
So what are we doing? Films that haven't won.
Yeah, so give us a film that you think should have won an Oscar but didn't.
Apocalypse Now.
Interesting. So this lost to a film that I don't like, didn't it?
What did it lose to?
Kramer versus Kramer.
Which you don't like.
Yeah.
And I really liked Apocalypse Now. And I really didn't like Kramer versus Kramer. So yeah, I'm with you.
Lucky you weren't on the Oscar panel.
Luckily I wasn't.
If you're on that Oscar, I mean, 2 completely separate films. But you do
so
have to judge them in the same category.
Yeah.
Who are you voting for there, Ben? Because they are both films that you really like.
But I'm saying best acting,
oh yeah,
Kramer,
yeah.
Best film, Apocalypse Now.
Are you?
You're not, are you? You're Kramer versus Kramer through and through, though.
Yeah, but I'm probably going to vote Best Director, Apocalypse Now.
But we're talking about Best Film.
I know, yeah.
So
Best Film, Kramer.
Interesting. We are split in the studio. I'm going to throw one out there. A film that we watched on the podcast. It was the first time I'd ever seen it, and I absolutely loved it. And I cannot believe it did not win an Oscar. Goodfellas.
Yeah, it didn't get the big one, if that's what you mean. It got Best Supporting Actor in it for Joe Pesci, but it didn't get Best Film or Best Director.
Is that the speech where he just said thank you? Joe Pesci.
He just walked up, thanks.
Just walked up.
And went
Thank
off,
you.
yeah.
And walked off.
But as you said at the start of this episode, all we're talking about right now is the big award, the Oscar, and best film that year, Dancing with Wolves, which was in the competition for tomorrow's episode and didn't win to Titanic in our competition. Beat Goodfellas.
Beat Scorsese. Kevin Costner beat Scorsese for best director.
It was a big film. I can see what happened, and I think this is what happened to the Oscars a bit, is they went with a big tidal wave. That film, Dances with Wolves, had a huge wave behind it.
And again, are we
Bigger
talking
than
about...
Goodfellas.
Again, are we talking about two completely different films here?
Yeah, but I just remember Dances with Wolves was nominated so much and was such a big grossing film. It became, the Oscars slightly became also on that bankability of that film. And Goodfellas, for us, is the best film. But I think the people who were voting were looking at it a different way.
Jack, have you got a film for us?
Yeah, it's a bit of a sad story, really. Jaws didn't win Best Film at the Oscars.
Okay.
But you can understand why, because Cuckoo's Nest fucking came out at the same time. That's just the only one, because I think Jaws is up there with one of the best films ever made.
So why is that sad? Am I being thicky?
Because it came up against Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
I suppose what we're saying is, at certain times, certain Oscar years are completely unmemorable. Certain Oscar years, either there's one runner way ahead and everyone goes, oh, that will win. Or everyone goes, well, it's not a great year.
Yeah.
It's not like a standout year. And then occasionally you get those years where you go, oh, these are some big films. You know, when you see those photos of each actor or each film and you go...
You see the categories and you go, who's going to win
Best film
that?
nominees, Jaws, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Dog Day Afternoon.
Big.
Massive. And if you think, it's that bit of all these films I think that we're going to come up with, if they'd have been in another year,
Oh, God, yeah.
would have won. Ben, have you got another for us?
Pulp Fiction.
Wow. Wow.
But I can see that.
You can see it.
I can see
Came up against Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And Tarantino hasn't won many Best Pictures, has he? Reservoir Dogs didn't win.
He hasn't won any Best Picture.
He's not won a single one.
He hasn't won Best Director.
Wow.
He's won Best Screenplay twice.
So his writing's won award, his directing hasn't.
Yeah, he's won Academy Awards for writing, for screenplay, for Pulp Fiction, and for Django.
Interesting, isn't it?
But I can see that they're probably it's who's voting as well, Colson.
He might never win Best Picture now.
Well, he says he's only got one more film in him, hasn't he?
He's shooting something now, isn't he?
That's his last film, he says. He's at his 10th film.
How interesting. So we've got Pulp Fiction, Jaws, Apocalypse Now, Goodfellas, Jack, last film.
The Shining, I think.
It's a biggie.
I think it's one of my favourite films.
Yeah.
It didn't win Best Picture, but what's more astounding, it wasn't even nominated for a single Oscar, for a single Academy Award. Didn't get any.
Wow.
I find that amazing. And it was the same year.
To not even get nominated.
It's the same year Ordinary Lives won. Same year. So you had Raging Bull, could have had Raging Bull. What was it? Elephant Man and The Shining.
Wow.
Ordinary.
What a year. What a year.
Right. So we've got our five then. So we've got The Shining, we've got Goodfellas, we've got Apocalypse Now, Jaws, and Pulp Fiction. Okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do as the Sofa Cinema Club is we are going to try and highlight what we think was the biggest Oscars robbery. Okay? So we've got to decide now between us, in order, from 5 all the way down to 1, which we think is almost the biggest travesty. I think Jaws is the weakest.
Okay, fine. Jack?
Biggest robbery. Number 5, I'm going to say Apocalypse Now.
Price?
I'd probably go Jaws at 5.
2 against 1. So in at 5 in the biggest Oscars robbery,
Shark.
we are going Jaws, which means we've only got 4 films to pick from now, so it should get easier.
4. At 4.
To agree. We've now got Apocalypse Now, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, and The Shining. Jack, seeing as you Seeing as you're a bit gutted about the Jaws situation, I'm going to let you start. And we
Number
know
4.
you're going to say Apocalypse Now because
Number
you've just
4.
said it down. Surely,
Yeah, Apocalypse
Yeah.
Now.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
So hang on. You prefer Forrest Gump over Pulp Fiction?
No, that's
not what
you
we're
can't look
doing.
at it like that. You cannot look at it like that.
No. We're doing
It's the
5
film.
5-1 the film.
So these
in this
films
order. It's like Top of the Pops.
Oh, I thought you
These
said
films are
biggest-
again. So
No.
if we're picking best Oscars, these are the films we've got nominated in our year.
Oh, we're picking the shittest film.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
I'm picking
Ring a doctor,
biggest
Henry.
robbery.
Ring a doctor.
No, right.
No.
So
No, 5-1.
this is
Shit
so
is to best.
we've picked the 5 biggest robberies, and now these are all against each other in an Oscars category. What are they going to be?
Shit is to best. At 5.
Apocalypse.
I don't think we need to go again.
No, we don't.
I think
Fine.
we're at. I think we're down to 3 films. Okay.
Okay.
So Gone is Jaws and Pulp Fiction. So
Yeah.
we've got to do a top 3, and we've got left Apocalypse Now, Goodfellas, and The Shining. And I'm going to say The Shining. We'll let Ben go.
Last.
Yeah, okay, you go next.
So
if you're
you've
not
gone
going to
Shining, Goodfellas, and Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now.
God, it's hard. I think I might go. I think I might go Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, Gone. So Apocalypse Now in at 3rd, and we're down to the last 2.
The one thing I will say about Apocalypse Now, which I do think is worth bearing in mind, is the enormity of that film.
The
The
scale
scale and
size.
the scope of what he tried to film.
And-
And that's what I think about. When I think about best film like that, I just think the scale of what he tried to do is extraordinary. So now we're down to...
We're down to 2. We've got Goodfellas, and we've got The Shining. Jack, I will let you start off for a change.
I think Goodfellas just edges it for me
As what?
as number 1. So
1
Shining.
and 2.
So you're saying The Shining,
Yeah.
At 2.
but I'm saying The Shining for 2.
Yeah, Shining for 2. Good.
All agree. So The Shining at 2, and we're all agreeing Goodfellas number 1.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think Pulp Fiction's better than Goodfellas, but
So we'll get on
I
the
think
phone.
Jaws is better than Goodfellas, but it didn't get in there, did it?
Right, you had to just work out
I had to-
5 to fucking 1 meant.
Took you long enough to realise what we were
If
doing.
you worked out how fucking chart positions work, then you would have not...
So you're happy with the list?
Yeah.
It's gone your way.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not gone my
I think-
way.
I suppose the thing about it is like this podcast, we're all going to have different definitions. If we all thought we were all the same, it would be shit.
Well, I've got 5 and 4 at 1 and 2.
Well, you need to look at yourself.